Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to start with the second chapter of class 8, that is linear equation in one variable. So I have written the heading here and we are going to decode the title of this chapter. So it's linear. Linear means when the highest power is 1. Equation means equality sign exists between the two sides, and the two sides are LHS and RHS. One is your numeric one, and variable, this particular word variable has been derived from the English word vary, which means changing. So its value changes. Variable is something whose value changes as per the equations. So I'll just give you an example here. Let me just write here saying that 3x plus 1 is equal to 13. In this there is something called as left hand side LHS. This part is my RHS, that is right hand side, and this is equal to sign. This equal to sign is your sign of equality. Okay. So after writing this, let us see the different parts of this equation. As you can see here, this particular x is my variable because its value will change in every equation. This is the variable. This 3 is my coefficient of x. To be more specific, this is my numeric coefficient of the variable x, and this 13 as well as this one here, both of them don't have any variable, so these are my constants. So I hope you are clear with what's your coefficient, what's your variable, and what's your constant. We have here left hand side and right hand side. When both of them are equal, we get something called as equation. The highest power of this is 1, that's why it's a linear equation, and in this there is only one variable, that's your x, that's why this is linear equation in one variable. So this is the meaning of this chapter, and this is what we have to know before starting with the first exercise of the NCERT. Okay, so after knowing all the parts of an equation, we are going to see the solution of an equation by the method of transposing. Transposing is a method in which we send a number from LHS to RHS. Before going to this method, let me just tell you something about the equation's solution. Let's say I have something like this: x plus 5 is equal to 6. So what is the value of x for which this left hand side will become equal to right hand side? We know that 1 plus 5 is equal to 6, obviously. So what I can do here is I can say that x is equal to 1. So for x is equal to 1, the equation becomes equal, that is LHS becomes equal to RHS. The equation is satisfied. So this is called as the solution of the equation. So please do remember, this is very important. Solution of the equation, root of the equation, everything is this only, x is equal to 1. So for smaller numbers it's very easy for us to do, but what happens when the numbers become a little bit complicated or bigger? We use a method called as transposing. In transposing, we send a number from LHS to RHS or vice versa. We can also send it from RHS to LHS. Let's look at this here. First one, example 1. Let's say if I have a number x plus 3 is equal to 7. What I will do is, in this method, basically what we have to do, we have to keep the variable on one side and we have to keep the numbers, all the numbers, other numbers on the other side. So if the variable is already on LHS, let's not touch that and let's keep all the numbers to RHS. Just look here, I have the variable on LHS side, so I am going to keep this here, and what we are going to transpose, we are going to obviously transpose 3 onto the other side. So transposing 3 to RHS. And when I transpose this to RHS, what do I get? X is equal to 7, which is already there. I'll write whatever is there already, and plus 3 will go that side, it will become minus 3. And when I solve this, x is equal to 4. You can put the value here, 4 plus 3 is equal to 7, and this is the solution of this particular equation. So this is how the transposing method actually works. Okay, so I'll be taking more examples just to show you how we are doing this transposing part. For some complicated things, like if I have something like this, x upon 5 plus 2 is equal to, let's take this example and say it is equal to 8. Okay, so what I will be doing is that, remember in transposing, we transpose addition, subtraction, these things first, and later on we transpose multiplication and division. I'll make a separate video for this in general, how you have to solve in detail. So for time being, for class 8, I think that this much is more than enough for you if you understand this concept. So addition part will go there first, so we'll transpose to the RHS. See, we are not transposing the variable, okay, because it is already onto the LHS side and it is having a positive sign. If it was having negative sign, maybe then I would have transposed it to the RHS. So what I'll write here, transposing 2 to RHS. What do we have? What is left here? X upon 5 is left here. Already 8 is there, and then 2 will go that side, it will become minus 2. So x upon 5 is equal to 8 minus 2, I'll get here 6. Now this 5 has to be transposed to the other side. So transposing 5 to RHS. What will I get here? I will get this as, it is division, so when it goes on to the other side, it becomes multiplication. So the value of x is equal to 30. This is the solution of the equation, and if you put 30 in place of x, you will see that the equation becomes equal. So this is how you do transposing method, and basically we are going to use transposing method in the upcoming exercise. So stay tuned for the next exercise that we are going to do of the second chapter. Thank you so much everyone. So now we are going to solve the first exercise of this chapter, that is 2.1, and the first question we have right here. First question says that x minus 2 is equal to 7. So what do we do when we solve any equation in one variable is that we assume that both the sides are actually equal, that is LHS is equal to RHS. So always whenever you are doing any operation in this, then you have to do it on both the sides. This is one way of doing, so I will later on show you the other way of doing also. So what I am going to do is, because there is minus 2 here, to nullify this value minus 2, I will have to add 2 to this. So minus 2, what I will do is I will add plus 2 here, and I told you that whatever you do on LHS, you will have to do that on RHS as well. So we will also add 2 on the other side. So this minus 2 and plus 2 will get cancelled, and I will be left with only x. So 7 plus 2 is equal to 9, and this will be the solution of the number 1. So now I'll do this in another way. When you transpose something, if I have x minus 2, the first problem itself is equal to 7, what I can do is that this minus 2, I'll transpose it to other part and it will become plus 2. See, whenever addition crosses the equal to sign, it becomes subtraction, and when subtraction crosses the equal to sign, it becomes addition. And same goes with multiplication and division. Multiplication will become division and your division will become multiplication while crossing the sign of equality. So let's write here transposing 2, number 2 to RHS, that is right hand side. So x is equal to minus 2 will go that side and it will become 7 plus 2. So x is equal to 9, and we have the solution over here. So x is equal to 9, x is equal to 9. Any method you choose, make sure that you know all the steps of that method, because at the end the answer will be same. Now let us go with the second problem. I'll just wipe this off and we are going to start with the second problem, and I'll be solving this with only one method, that is transposing them. So we have here second one as y plus 3 is equal to 10. Y plus 3 is equal to 10. So if you look at this particular problem, we have this variable as y, and here there are two constants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transpose this 3 to the RHS. So when it will get transposed to the RHS, transposing 3 to RHS. So it will go that side, so it will become y is equal to 10 is already there. See, whenever you write such equations, students tend to make a very simple mistake, that is they write here 3 and then they write minus 10. That's absolutely wrong. What you have to do, whatever number is there before, you write it in the first place, and then you write the number which is being shifted onto the other side. So I'll write here minus 3. So y is equal to, now 10 minus 3 will give me 7, and this is the answer of the second question of exercise 2.1. Now let's go to the third problem that we have. Third problem is 6 is equal to z plus 2. See, I'll just write this z in small letters like this, so there is no confusion between 2 and z. Now if you see here, my variable is on RHS. So you don't have to worry, you just do the normal things that you're doing. You have to bring that variable onto a side alone, any side you choose. So the variable is already on the RHS side, so I will not change its side. I will keep this variable on RHS. Rather, I will shift all the numbers or all the constants to the other side. So what will happen here, 6 is being written first, and then plus 2 will come this side, it will become minus 2 is equal to z. So 6 minus 2 is 4 is equal to z. Or you can write it vice versa, that is z is equal to 4. And here, this is how we solve the equation. I hope you are getting this and you are understanding. If there is any doubt in any of the problems, you can always leave it in the comment section, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Now next one that we have is question number 4. In question number 4 we have 3 upon 7 plus x is equal to 17 upon 7. In this we have division. So in this we have division, we have LHS, we have RHS. Our variable is on the LHS side, so we will not touch our variables side. Rather, we will shift all the constants to the other side, that is my RHS. So transposing 3 upon 7 to RHS, I'll just write here so that there is no confusion between you. Transposing 3 upon 7 to right hand side, that is RHS. So when it will go that side, it will obviously become subtraction. So x is equal to 17 upon 7 minus 3 upon 7. I hope you remember your fraction chapter from class 6. You know that you can do the subtraction of fractions directly if the denominators are having the same value. So what I can do here, denominator I will write only once, that is 7, and I will perform subtraction here. So 17 minus 3 will give me 14 upon 7. Let's write this in the simplest form. 14 upon 7, obviously 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, so we have the answer as 2. And this is what the answer is of this particular equation. Here the equation is satisfied when we have the value of x as 2. Now let's do this problem. You can do the remaining questions by yourself. They are very easy. If you encounter any difficulty whatsoever, please do let me know. I'll be doing a question number 8, because it's in decimal and I think that I have to solve that for you all. Very simple though, but yet I will just do it for you. So we have LHS and RHS. My variable is on RHS side. I will not touch the side of my variable, rather I will shift the number which I have constant. So transposing 1.5 to LHS, that is left hand side. This is divide here. When it will come on this side, it will obviously become multiply. Very nice. Multiplied by 1.5 is equal to y. So 1.5 into 1.6 will give me 2.4, and this is the value of y. So the value of y is 2.4. I hope you are understanding all the problems. You can just try out the next problems by yourself. If you have any difficulty, if you encounter any difficulty anywhere, I am always there. Please leave your opinion on the comment section, telling me if there is any specific topic that you want me to touch before. Maybe in your school there is some topic which is going on, or you want me to tell you in something in general. So do tell me, and we will obviously meet in the next video. Thank you so much for watching everyone. Thank you.